Hi guys, today we have again this standard kettlebell, 35 pounds, and we are gonna show you several exercises which you can do using belt or towel to strengthen your arms, your tendons, and become a bit stronger. In this video we'll talk about how fast muscles grow after training, and whether it's possible to speed up this process. So, how muscles grow? Let me explain. From physiological point of view, muscles do not even grow, but increase in volume. Play together an important role here. During training, the segments of muscle tissues are damaged. The process of restoring these microtraumas looks like an increase of musculature in volume. In order for it to proceed normally, there are several important factors. Doing exercises on a daily basis, sufficient protein intake, increased caloric intake, and enough time for rest and recovery. In other words, only by killing yourself in the gym, you won't be able to pump up bulky muscles. Your body won't just have enough resources for this. This process requires energy and building material, which is why it's strongly recommended to fulfill this protein carbohydrate gap after training. Are considered to be the most efficient snack after training, which depends on the muscle group. And what's important is not to overload your muscles, just sleep enough time and eat properly. The mass of the fibers and their cross-sectional area gradually increases. Due to sedentary lifestyle, our bodies start to stagnate.
Теперь переверни и попробуй побить ладошкой вверх. Вот именно ладошкой вверх.
If you do everything right, then after about 6 or 8 weeks of regular training, you can notice a progress.
Попробуй кружкой вывести на боковой удар. Да.
The musculature grows very quickly, so a beginner with a proper nutrition and competent training program can gain about 6 pounds of muscle
Упражнение.
in 3 or 4 months. Over time, your body adapts to the loads, and muscles start to grow more slowly.
Все то, что по первой
But don't overdo it, even 6 pounds per year is a good result.
и по третьей части.
You will notice a small muscle grow almost from every training.
Пальцами. Вот так вот. Очень простое упражнение.
But still, for a stable increase in muscle volume, an adequate power load is needed. To be more specific, it requires from 80 to 90% of your maximum effort.
2 килограмма.
Is from 60 to 90 minutes. Two simple workouts will just not start the process of muscle growth, and more intense ones will just slow it down. Of course, muscles don't grow from cardio loads. Nonetheless, you shouldn't exclude them from your schedule. They are significant for the development of endurance.
Максимально. Во. Разверни чуть-чуть. Во, вот так.
This process depends on many factors. Diet and training, individual characteristics of the body. Just for example, it's more difficult for people to gain bulky muscles.
Тяжеловато? Тяжеловато и должно быть.
And it's true, but difference is quite small. It's explained by the hormonal background in the body. Nonetheless, there are some common factors that don't let muscles to grow. This process might be hindered by a lack of calories or lack of sleep.
Очень хорошо оно прокачивает.
If this exercise seems difficult to you, then straighten your elbows as the top point. As soon as it's easy for you, you can add weights, but don't hurry about it. If you overload, you can get injured. And so you'll have to postpone your trainings for a long time.
Смотри,
In your workout program, these push-ups on your triceps you better put in the beginning.
простое упражнение по перекидыванию. Да. Попробуй.
This exercise loads the lower part of your chest as much as possible. At lower point, your pectoral muscles stretch, which increases the amplitude of movement and consequently its effectiveness. But don't try to do this exercise on too wide bars. It can cause injuries. Firstly, jump on the parallel bars. As you inhale, lower the body down, spreading your elbows to the sides. You should feel a good stretch at the bottom of your chest.
Помнишь? Вот я тебе покажу сейчас вот
And also take into account stress, strict diets, and excessive loads.
только по-другому.
You also need to realize that muscle growth is a constant process and it requires regular loads.
Вот это схватывание. И вот
In fact, the most efficient way to gain muscles is to practice 3 or 4 times a week.
доли секундов расслабляется.
If you train less, then I'm not sure that you'll see any significant progress.
И в момент, когда ты его ловишь, вот это
Just stick to these recommendations, and progress won't make you wait long.
акцент делаешь.
But the results will be way more significant if you stick to the schedule.
Определенная ловкость есть, и можешь перекидывать его слева направо. Видишь, все просто.
Exercises on the crossbar are also included in School PE. In this video, we'll talk about what changes will happen to your body if you start practicing on the horizontal bar. And also subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it yet. Your support motivates us to do more. So what are the benefits of training on the horizontal bar? The horizontal bar is a really valuable exercise equipment, especially for the health of your back. It also improves your posture, strengthening your muscular corset and the health of the whole body. Firstly, physical exercises on the crossbar replace medications and serve as a preventative measure against weakness of the immune system. As a result, you protect yourself over numerous diseases,
То есть, ну,
sleep faster, and waking up easier.
зависла в воздухе. Точно
Your memory and concentration will also enhance.
так же и здесь делается. Перекидываешь.
Which means it blunts the ability to learn, work, and focus.
Так же ты проходишь
If you want to keep clarity of your mind as well as good memory,
напряжение.
do not abuse harmful sweets.
Шарам. Разным по-разному.
Well, the risk of getting sick will also decrease.
Вот то, что мы
The craze for chocolates and sweets harms your digestion. Due to high doses of sugar, the absorption of useful vitamins and trace elements is disrupted. And blood vessels. You'll be able to get the body you always dreamed of.
меняя. Сам себя удивляя.
But it's still possible to maintain the health of your body even by regular non-strength trainings. Even hanging on a horizontal bar has its benefits.
Есть еще то,
But the results will be way more significant if you stick to the schedule.
называется молоточек. Ты прижимаешь локоть. И
Speaking about hanging, it's better to hang for 1 or 2 minutes daily than 10 minutes once a week.
шевели. Тоже очень
The muscles of perineum are strengthened.
идет. Теперь
Hanging on the crossbar also solves the problems of musculoskeletal system.
ты должен удержать. И таким же образом ты
And simply will not want to part with this the best version of yourself. So we need to do the exercises properly and not to harm your body.
Есть упражнения,
To begin with, exercises on the horizontal bar should be done without weights in order to avoid injuries. and create a good base for future physical development. Only in a time you can take additional weights. Trainings on horizontal bar lead to slimness, strengthening of the muscles of your back and arms, abs and chest. And if you work with weights, it will help you to increase the muscle index and the strength capabilities of the body. And what's important, it's better to do workouts on the horizontal bar after warming up, after hot shower, push-ups or cardio run. So, for men, exercises on the crossbar have a particular importance, at least because of the fact that it improves potency and normalizes urination. The muscles of perineum are strengthened, and blood circulation improves. The level of male hormones and adrenaline normalize, which can improve your mood and decrease muscle tension. Also, exercises on the horizontal bar for men will be useful because they entail maintaining physical fitness, oxygen enrichment of the brain, heart and other organs, strengthening the spine and muscle corset, increasing endurance and strength of the body, increasing the volume of your shoulders, arms and back, forms a beautiful correct posture, pumps up the breasts, legs and buttocks, allows you to lose weight, increases the volume of your chest, strengthens the ligaments and joints of your arms and shoulders, especially if you have some problems with your back. An experienced coach will tell you what you can do on the horizontal bar and what not. So, finally, let's take a look at proper pull-up technique. In order not to harm your body and benefit from pull-ups, it's necessary to choose a crossbar of an available height so that you can get it by pulling up on your toes. Always warm up your body and never jump to reach the crossbar. It only gives additional load. When pulling up, exhale, and when lowering, inhale. Also, avoid sharp movements, you need to do it smoothly. The more detailed technique of pull-ups is following. While hanging, bend your legs and the knees and pull them back, but never squeeze it under yourself. The bend of the legs should form a right angle. So today we showed you a pretty great set of exercises, which you can do at the end of your training, or even set aside a day for this. You'll strengthen your tendons, your arms, your wrists, and you'll see the results pretty soon. And don't forget to bring diversity in your exercises. So don't forget to try to practice it yourself. Thank you for watching. Best wishes and see you.